So, spring is coming. It's not in the air yet, but it's coming. I know I'm in a sweatshirt, but it's coming. So, for this update, the next one, what we're going to be doing is a spring dragon. My version of a spring dragon. She was done a while ago, and to be honest, now I would have done her a little bit differently, but I'm going to go with it since I have them. I'm just going to keep on rolling with it. Um, I'm excited. So, I've already gotten a little bit of things done, like the more boring stuff, and then I still got to do a lot more. But that's okay. I'm like, I kind of need to start on her now because I want to get her up this week. It's the end of February when I'm recording this. Today is the 24th. So I want to get her up this week because in March I have 2 updates I have to do, essentially like back to back. Because I have Meyer, who is my Corinne that I have to do, and then I have my spring character, my OCs that I'm doing for like holidays and such. Like I just did the Valentine's one. Let me find them. They're back here somewhere. So I gotta do all that. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I kind of wrote down like a few ideas of what I could do, but I don't know. Anyway, this is the chibi version of what I'm talking about, and then there is the QT style version. So that's kind of what I'm doing. But we're doing a spring version, and I don't. Trying to get this folded back over. I don't 100% know yet what I want to do. So, yeah, we're trying to figure that out. Also, let me show you who Meyer is really quick. I have all their papers here because I'm trying to do things. So, that's Meyer. So, he'll be up in March as well. But we're focusing on the spring dragon. So, let me show you what she looks like and her little designs I made, and then I'll catch you up on what just the tiny bit that I just managed to do. Okay. If I can find the files. So this is what she actually looks like. So this is her. And then I also made, so there's the head, a secondary like body position that I made. First chibi, second chibi, and then the last one. So those are the ones I'm working with, at least for now, and then in the future we'll see what happens, but because I'm like, I kind of want to do more things with them, but I don't know. I have so many other things that I want to do, like all my characters, and I have all this stuff, so. Because I also want to do, like, my months dragons, like January, February dragons that I have. I have up to March at the moment, so I haven't gotten very far in those, but I'm going to do that. Because then after I get done with the seasonal dragons, I'm going to do other I'm doing other seasonal animals as well. It's just, I started with the spring. I just started with dragons. Like, I love dragons. I'm going to start with the dragons. The dragons. So, okay, but now for what I've actually kind of gotten done. So this is everything that I went ahead and did. So for this next part, like for this stuff right here, I use ChatGPT for. It's just, to me, it's easier because I'm not really good with SEO and stuff. So I feel like having this, it just kind of helps. So this is kind of the title that I got from it. And then obviously at the very end here, it'll say what the product is, or if there's a saying involved, which there will be, like for the minis specifically, then it'll go about here. So like I have rooted in renewal and bloom fierce for the 2 phrases, which will be used by 2 of the chibis that I made. The description for what's going to go underneath. I don't know if people do this, but I just do it anyway, just to kind of give a little bit more of a background feel to the picture. Which generally, based on the drawings that I make, chat does really, really well about kind of describing it. Like, there's a few things here and there that I'm like, I don't really like it. But for the most part, it does really well with getting everything correct. So obviously, I'm going to have a lot more tags than what you see here. These are just the ones I don't currently have. I don't think I have this one. Or this one. So yeah, so I don't have any of these. This one I really don't know if I have. So I gotta do all of these and put these in my tags later. Plus, I'm gonna have a whole bunch more. And then this is everything I have to do. So we're gonna do these here in a few minutes, which you'll see what I do because I don't make the product. I was making the products for like physical ones, taking pictures, but I'm just like, there's no point in me doing that because it's just like wasting ink and paper, and I'm like, I'm just not gonna, and like wasting my time. So I'm like, I'm just not going to do it anymore until things change. So for now, I'm just doing like the mock-ups, which you'll see. These are products I'm doing with how many each one is getting. And then what I like the steps, I gotta do upload everything to Shopify. I gotta do Etsy with all of this because I do stuff on Etsy as well. Not nearly as much as Shopify because you gotta pay for it. So I kind of just do like stuff that I can make. And then I have a crew neck and shirt, which are print on demand stuff. So those just go on there because people that might like that stuff. And then I put Pinterest as well, but I just do pictures of everything. So that's what's got to go up there too. So I got to make mock-ups of that eventually and whatnot. So what I'm about to do is, let me actually go back up here because I got to make sure. Well, I guess I don't, but. So this is an example of a mock-up. So this is Myra. She's my little bat. So this is the mock-up situation. So I just took a picture of the blank background that we're like normally used for things like these are magnets. Then I have stickers with the number 1 because I use this stuff for Etsy. So because I put everything like groups now of like the character like sticker wise, and I label them so people know exactly which one I'm talking about. And then that's just it by itself with my hand. And I just do that with all of these. That's all stickers. And then there's the minis. And then I do the same thing with pins and charms. I just kind of set it on there. If you don't look at it too closely, like it looks okay, but you can kind of tell that it's not right. And I did try to do as little shadow as possible, especially like in the area where they're sitting, just to kind of help with that a little bit. But obviously it looks kind of funny. I know that, but again, I'm not. And then this stuff is all for Pinterest when I get there. But again, it's just so I can have something to show people. So now let me get you set up, because what I'm going to do is I'll show you really quick what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to kind of zoom through it. Then I'll speed it up to zoom through it because I got to do, it says 23, but I'm only doing 18 of them at the moment because other ones are for Pinterest, which I'll do later. Probably by myself, we'll see. But I gotta do 18, so. Alright, so you see we have Myra here. So what I'm gonna do, and it's really simple what I'm doing, it's not really gonna take that long, but it will take a couple minutes. So I'm just gonna delete the original picture, go off to the side here where I have my uploads, and then I'm just gonna add it, and then download, and that's about it. So pretty easy, pretty simple. And then if I need to, I just resize them a little bit. So I do give like approximate size, which generally, because if I get to that point, I'd be using like Cricut. So it'd be like approximately 3x2 is what this would be. So I even put like an estimation of what the size is so people can kind of get an idea. So that way they're not wondering. And then like even the chibis I put down, like I say an estimated like 1 by 1 inch, but they're probably a little bit bigger than that depending on what the size is. It really depends on how long they are and how good it looks. So like 1 by 1, 1 by 2, it's one of those. But that's all I'm doing. So, but I'm just going to zoom through it. At least for you. For me, it's going to take a minute, but I'll speed it up just to get through so we can kind of get to the more fun and interesting parts. Alright, we are moving right along with our little update. So, I have gotten pretty much everything that I needed to done. There's a couple things I still gotta do for Shopify, and I still have Pinterest and Etsy I have to do, which I'll just do on my own, because it's really the same thing I'm doing on Shopify, and it's just there's no point in like showing all that. But I'll show everything at the end. So we have a couple products we're doing together. And then, at least like, I have so many wires, I can't. So we got a couple we're doing together, and then we will, like for creation wise, like the design, and then we'll have to finish up on their descriptions and tags and such, and then those will be done. And then I'll move over to Pinterest and Shop and Etsy, because some of the stuff I still have to do on here, I'm putting on those. So I'm gonna wait until I get them all done so I can do what I need to on the other side. But we're getting there, so it's pretty exciting. But I'm starting this like really late because it's 5 right now, 5 p.m. Like literally all day I have been drawing and doing line art. That's what I've been doing. So I was like, I need to get some stuff done, so I did. But it's literally my entire day. So I was doing line art stuff for Patreon and comics, and then I was working on Kane here, one of my characters, so I'm still in the process of doing her. I was doing quite a bit, so, and I was watching movies while I was doing it. It's kind of random reason why I was doing line art, because I was watching some movies, so I was like, when these movies get done, because there's 3 of them, it was a trilogy, so I'm like, once it gets done, I will scooch over to doing this stuff, because, so, I'm behind on where I wanted to be at, but that's just the way that it is. It's whatever. I'm still gonna get it done. So, because I wanted to go up, because today's Thursday, so I'm gonna go up tomorrow, but I don't know if it will. I'm gonna try just to at least have that up so I can start making some type of videos somewhere, somehow. I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna get started so that way I can get this done as quickly as possible, because it's still gonna take me several hours to do. Let's go. Alright, I already have it pulled up onto here, so that way it's a little bit closer and truer to colors, because on my computer screen itself, it's really blue, so it doesn't really help, like, with everything. So, we are gonna finish up. So this is one of the shirts I have, which is Rooted in Renewal. So I'm gonna get rid of this little dragon, and we're gonna change what the wording says. I keep forgetting I can't see behind this screen. Ugh. So I gotta stand up really quick. Okay. Hoping I spelled fierce right, but who knows? Sometimes I can't spell. There's that one, and the little design that we're doing is this, where she's standing tall. Okay, and I have it with a whole bunch of colors, so this is what it will look like when it's on. So when it's actually on a person, I think I might scooch her down just a little bit. Just a little smaller. So let's see. That looks a little bit better. So that is done. So now we got the pillow we have to go do. So, oh, that's right. I got to fix the title super quick. Let me go here. Okay. So now, save. Oh, let's go find a pillowcase somewhere. I'll show you everything at the very end when I'm done. Honestly, oh, okay. I was like, there has to be a pillowcase here somewhere. Let me also, while I'm at it, because we're also going to need a mouse pad and the puzzle, wherever they are. There it is. Okay. Oh, now it's... Oh, no. Come on. I'm having to wait for it to duplicate. It doesn't want to duplicate. When it duplicates, we will get going. But I haven't still decided how I want to, if I want to film Etsy and Pinterest or not. I have not gotten to that point. Maybe I'll do one with you, like one each, I guess, but that might be the extent of it, because again, I'm like, I kind of just want to get in. All right, anyway. So we have pillowcase. Let's see. I have to get rid of little cane in here. Actually. Rooted. Oh, here goes more. Okay. I gotta stand up again. Okay. Oh, whoops. I moved you. Okay, anyway. So now I have that. Whenever I type this stuff out, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I hope everything's spelled right. Because honestly, I don't know if it is sometimes. Okay. Why does she look like that? What the hell? I don't know why she looks like that. I don't like that. Hopefully she'll look a little bit better when we go and preview her. Because I don't know what is happening. But I'm not a fan. Let's see. What do we have? Okay, she looks better. That actually isn't a good spot on the first try, so I'm pretty happy with that one. Now this one. Oh, okay. Let me scooch her over just a tiny bit, but honestly, they're both pretty good. And on the first try, I'll take it. Oh, you can't even see. Ugh, of course not. Alright, so that was the first one. So it looks pretty good, and then this is the second one. So I scooted her over a little bit, but she's looking good, so that is fine. So now... Oh, I just messed up one of them. Hold on. Alright. Now I need the title, which is up here. Hopefully I grabbed it, so I'm using the control copy. Let's take all that off. All right, yes, it worked. I need... Ugh. Okay. So there's that. So now I'm gonna save. So this is now done. So now we're on to... We'll do the mouse pad. Oh, what is happening? Maybe if I could push the right button. All right, so the pattern is this. Okay, let's make pattern. I'm going to brick horizontal offset. Okay. And then I like to do just a little bit of vertical spacing. So let's look at it. And I think it's good. Yeah. So there's that one. So that's done. And again, I'm just going to do this. Oh, shoot. Whoopsie. Everything is fine. We are a-okay. All right. And now on to the last one, which is the puzzle. Okay. This one is going to be very, very easy. I just need to get her actual drawing up. Here it is. I'm going to turn, because the puzzle shows up horizontal, like horizontal for the pictures, so I just got to turn her. And that is actually a pretty good fit. Oh, I'm just trying to watch the feet and the wings because I'm trying to make them almost like even spacing as much as possible. Might be that. Also the sides, so they're actually like just touching the edges, so it's not actually cut off, but that's good enough. Because that way she actually fills out the drawing, like the pretzel, really nicely, because a lot of the stuff, they won't do that. But this works though. So, all right. So there's that part done. So now what I need to do really quick is I need to get these all copied over to Shopify and kind of do all that, because the problem is that the shirt, some of the colors are out, so I was doing this last night, which it took forever, but I have to download all of the shirts that aren't there so I can upload them so people can still see what the different colors look like. So I gotta do that really quick because I'm not gonna bore you with that. That's gonna take me a couple minutes. So I'll at least get all those up there, and then we'll get finished with doing the rest of the descriptions and the tags. But yeah, so I'll upload them first and then go ahead and apply them to the shipping rates situation, and then we will go from there. And then I can work on at least the majority of Etsy and Pinterest. I might just do like one of each with you, I guess, is what I'll end up doing. So, but yeah, so stay tuned for a little bit more. Alright, so at this point, pretty much done. All I have left to do is the banner, which we're about to do, and then getting everything active and posted, and that is it. Then we're done with the Spring Dragon, which feels good, and then I'll move on to, I think it's Meyer, who's a Corinne character of mine. I think he's next. So, but we're almost there. It's also perfect because Meyer has like a springtime background, so it's actually kind of works that way. But that's what we're going to focus on, is just getting this banner up, getting it onto the store, and activating everything. Because I haven't activated anything on Etsy or Pinterest, or like posting on Pinterest yet, because everything is still drafted on my Shopify. And until I get the banner on there, get those active, I won't activate anything else. So I mean, obviously, like, nothing's going to happen immediately, to be honest. Like, it's going to get posted, it's just going to sit there, and like, no one's like going to click on it or anything. But I'm like, I still like to kind of wait just to give that little reprieve and get Shopify up first. I don't know, maybe we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get lucky because it's springtime and it's early, so I don't know. But all we can do is try and hope. But we are gonna get into the banner and get this done. Also, I look like this because I just got done with my workout and like went on like a little walk, so. And I'm like, I'm staying home. I'm not putting myself together. Alright, this is the last banner I did, which is of my character Kanan. So he is up on the store. So I'm just gonna delete all his things because I don't need him anymore. Along with that, so I kind of wanted to include the actual drawing itself. I'm thinking because I'm wondering if I could put it up here, because then I'm gonna have a little button that says like click here. So I kind of want to, where it might be right here. But as long as her face is still showing, I'm fine with that. So, also, I want to try to lower the opacity some. Okay, I'll see how I feel with that. I just want to do it just a little bit, just to kind of have her, because it's going to get cut off on the sides here when I put the banner up, which is fine. So I still want to have her somewhat showing. That's not right. Hello. Okay. So then I have this. Is that gonna work? But this one, what would that? Okay. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, let me go do the minis now and see where we are with her. I'm gonna guess that. Alright, let me just try the words now and just see where we get with text. So, let's see. Actually, I want the medium green on here. So we're gonna do spring. I might scooch. Okay. Alright, that works. That way they're also a little bit covered, nothing super crazy. So, I also might try and do just... okay. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Fun. So I just have the highlighter because it's a thin layer. I'm just coloring like behind it because this green I have going on is behind this drawing. So that's interesting that it's kind of lighting it up from behind. So I kind of like that because, again, I gotta have the click here button. It's gonna be like about right there. So, and then this will get cut off. So I don't want to put anything on the sides. I think that's fine. Because in the past, like, obviously, I know some people will like take a picture of like everything together and then they'll make that their banner of like all the products together. I would love to do that, but I can't because I'm not in that position. So this is the best that we have, is at least showing just a little bit of what I can offer, like design-wise, and I have to go in and just kind of discover. So I think this is good. So I'm going to get this over to my laptop, and then we will get this banner applied and get everything else active, and then I'll do a quick showcase of everything I made, and then we are done here. All right, now that I'm on the site, this is what we're changing. Is we're going to be changing Arlith. So select, I gotta upload. Yeah. There. So then I got the banner. You guys can't see it, but it's okay. You'll see it in a second. So there's that. So there she is. So we're pretty good on space-wise. So this one's cut off a little bit, but you get the good part of what we need. So now I want to change this to seasons, and I want that in the middle. Ew. What is middle center? Oh, this is gross. Oh, I don't like any of this. Okay, I guess we're sticking with bottom center. Just so that way when people click it, they can go there, and that should be everything I need. There we go. That is what I needed. Okay, so I just put desktop content alignment so that it moved it to the middle, which is what I was wanting. And that is it for that. So I'm going to save. Because when we look at the store, which I'll show you at the very end. So now that that is done, let's go to, oh no, I just need products. Ugh. So that way I can activate everybody. Because everyone else now done. Good to go. So I can just activate everyone. It's funny. There's like so much. It's like it doesn't seem like it at first, but then when you sit here and start doing all this, it's just a lot. Here, so it should be the last one. Everyone's now we're gonna set to active. 22 items. I mean, I know some people have like a hell of a lot more, but for now this is fine. So, and then like in the future, I might do more with these guys, but I'm just trying to at least get them out once. So I have no idea. I'm just kind of waiting. Okay, so now those are active. So now let's head over to Etsy. So I'm going to do the select all button. All right, so then we have everybody is selected. Perfect. I'm going to publish. Right, and then Pinterest. So I'm going to select all. So now for the pins, I have them over here. So you can see them all right here that I made. It's really just pictures I took and then the mock-ups and such to kind of get there. So now I'm just going to publish all 14. And that is it. Yay! So now I'm going to get back over to the store so I can show you really quick everything I have done. And then we are good to go. I'm also at over 100 items on Etsy, which is good, but it's all right. Not much activity, but what can you do? That's kind of why I started using chat for SEO and such, just maybe trying to help, but also when it's something seasonal like this, trying to get ahead of the season. So when people start looking for stuff like this, maybe it'll catch their eye, question mark. All I can do is try for right now while I figure other things out. So something is better than nothing, and that is how I feel. All right, but store. So now we're here. So we scroll down. Yes, let me back you out a bit. So I'm up here. So scrolling down. So now we can do the click. And she's the first one up. Perfect. So we have a puzzle here with her original like drawing design. I have the mouse pad with the minis pattern. A Bloom Fierce t-shirt in multiple colors. We have the first glass tumbler, which is the chibi pattern. I have the first mug in both 11 and 15 ounce for both of these. So the first one is Rooted in Renewal. And then we have Bloom Fierce. So they're also the accent mugs, so you can pick different colors to go with them. I have candles in this white, or I guess this clear, and an amber jar in multiple different scents. So there's a little something for everyone with the little chibis. I have the gift wrap paper of the pattern, which again looks like this. It's just literally this pattern repeated on the wrapping paper. Secondary tumbler, that's Bloom Fierce with this little minis dragon. Then we have the last tumbler, which is Rooted in Renewal with this little minis. Then we have the crew necks. So I have two different crew necks. So we have the Bloom Fierce in multiple colors, and then the Rooted in Renewal in multiple colors. Moving on. So then we have the magnet set of the Spring Dragon and these three options. You have your little charms and those, and so it's the charm pack. That is also a pack. And then we have the sticker pack. Then we have the individual sticker of the body and the head as well. Then you have your 3-pack of the minis charms. Then we have the downloadable print. Obviously the sample part would not be there. It would just be the print itself. And then the last item, which is this Rooted in Renewal shirt in multiple colors. So that is pretty much it. I'm very happy that I was able to get her up. Again, it's not like it's not difficult. It takes forever. But it's all right. But all this is done now. So, feels pretty good. And, yeah. But that's it for me. So there's not going to be any, like, packing orders or anything, because I don't get that stuff. At least not yet. Maybe in the future, so we'll see. But for now, I'm just going to end this here. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for coming on this little journey with me of putting up my Spring Dragon so I can knock her off the list. Yes. Feels good. But yeah, so the next update will be Meyer, my little Corinne. So if you want to stay updated for that, of when that's coming out, like up to date of when it's actually happening, you can go to my website, and at the very bottom you can sign up for the email list. I only send out stuff about the business, about any updates and such. So, and it's at most 4 emails a month, at most. So it's 1 a week, generally on Fridays. So yeah, if you just want to stay updated on all that and anything else I've come out, please feel free. I'm also working on, I do have my Patreon available, which at the moment you can get a bunch of Patreon companions. I am working on some other things I'm going to be putting up there, which I'll make a video about for that as well. So we can kind of get a better idea of what I'm trying to do. Because it's for character building in my comics, so we can kind of like decide the future of the comics and such, and the adventures they go on, and probably some names, because I have a couple characters. I don't know what their names are yet. I'm just kind of making them up as I go, because I'm like, I have no idea. I know what they look like, kind of, but what their names are, I don't know. So that's like another thing, or just like if I'm stuck somewhere and I'm like, hey, what if we do this, or can you help me out with like deciding a scene or like a certain fight sequence or something like that. So that's also what I'm doing. But pretty much it for me. So with that, I want to thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed something. It was hopefully somewhat entertaining. I tried. But if you did, feel free to subscribe if you want to watch more from me. And I've got a bunch of other videos with this. And I am trying to make some other fun little videos that kind of go in between of like shop up my updates, I suppose. Just for a little bit more entertainment. So, because I have like an animation thing I'm trying to do, like learning animation, trying to. I want to get into like doing wood, painting, kind of stuff like this that you see right back here, which that I have a video of that coming out at some point. I haven't decided when though. It's kind of just like a random video. And I have like figure painting I'm trying to do, and I have like some huge canvases I want to make with stuff like this for decoration purposes. So feel free to follow along. But other than that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.